Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.
Well, we got more layoffs, and I talked about Detroit Assembly yesterday, but this seems like this is going across the board. I think this is the new MO for Stellantis on how they are going to lay off or cut people loose. And this one deals with the Detroit Assembly Complex MAC. Temporary layoff first and second shifts. I got it right here. I'll throw it up here for you. The following groups are still required to report: GA, TLs, Tuesday through Friday, MLM, BLM, and Paint TLs report all week. KTAs, BLW, PDR team, Paint team, first shift only. Basically goes through the whole thing. Normal shift start times unless otherwise noted by your manager. But second and third shift, 3200, cert line, and torque super table operators are not scheduled to work. All third shift paint production operators are not scheduled. When I see this stuff, like these temporary layoffs, this is the new move for Carlos Tavares. What they do is they're temporarily laying people off for a couple weeks, and then when you're home, like on day 6 or day 7 or day 8, you get an email, and then the email says, hey, unfortunately, we're going to be, permanently laying you off, or your position is no longer available at this assembly plant. That's the thing that they've been doing now. And it's crazy because they'll send out a warn notice, right? They give you the warn notice, which is like a notice they have to send by law, whatever, if you're a union employee. And then I believe there's supposed to be a certain amount of time after they send that notice. But what I'm seeing now, and what I've seen in multiple emails, is they get that notice and then they get the layoff email sometimes on the same day. Some people have been to work and were actually working on the line when they got text messages that said that they were fired or not to come into work, and they'd already been to work for hours. So they haven't been clear about if those people are getting paid for those hours. But the other thing you need to think about here as a consumer is you're firing people while they're building cars. I'm not saying I would do that. I'm not petty where I'd intentionally destroy or sabotage a vehicle, but how would you feel like if you've been working somewhere for 4 or 5 years and they just cut you loose and you're putting together a car? Are you going to make sure that you put that car together like perfectly correct? I'm just saying. I think Stellantis is going to run into a lot of problems with these vehicles out there building with less staff that they're going to overwork. So they're basically laying off all these people. And yeah, for you guys, I got 15 years of seniority, 12 years of seniority, where they can't fire you unless I go bankrupt, I guess. For you guys, yeah, it looks great. You're going to get lots of overtime, and they're going to work you to death. To death. They're going to work the crap out of you because it's cheaper to pay you time and a half than it was to have 2 other people doing the same job over different shifts. It's just ridiculous, man. Absolutely friggin' ridiculous. And we go from that. I literally have an email box full of nothing but layoffs. Here's one from Jeep. JL is down next week and probably JT. Hold on. Trenton Engine is going down for 2 weeks. Every single email I open up are more and more and more. Warn notice for Warren Assembly. We talked a little bit about that yesterday, but now we have more numbers. 1,981 over what was expected before. And that starts on October 8th. Let's see. Now Jefferson North plant. I didn't see this. This is new. So let's see here. UAW Local 7. This is a bulletin. We received difficult news regarding workforce reductions at the Detroit Assembly Complex Jefferson. Not just Mac, so Jefferson now too. As of September 30th, 2024, Stellantis will be terminating 142 supplemental employees. This outcome reflects our concerns regarding the rehiring of supplemental employees and the impact on members and their families. In addition to the termination of supplemental employees, where we get to inform you that 69 full-time seniority employees will be placed on indefinite layoff beginning September 28th. The seniority dates affected range from February of 2024 to November of 2023, affecting members who rolled over the ratification of our 2023 contract. That's bad. Just layoffs don't stop, man. They're going to keep continuing. Still haven't heard anything from Sean Fain. Haven't seen any public press release. Haven't seen him jump down Stellantis' throat. Haven't seen anything about anybody striking or doing something that would make a difference. I don't think striking makes a difference at this point. There's so much friggin' inventory sitting on all these lots. It wouldn't affect Stellantis in the slightest. But I digress. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.